Do you ever notice that sometimes you wake up and you just can't bother to do anything? Like, you could be the most motivated person to achieve the greatest goal in the world, but sometimes you just wake up and you're like, today, I don't know, don't feel like it. Because that happens to me pretty much every week. But essentially, this is why I teach all the lessons about controlling your mind, about having that foundation, having your principles intact. Because when you say to yourself, you sit down and you decide what your values are, you're accountable, you're resilient, you have good integrity. When you've made these values and you kind of wake up and you don't really want to do anything, you don't want to go to work, you don't want to lift weights, you don't want to run, that's when having this foundation is ultimately going to decide how you act. If you have that constant reminder of what your values are, maybe you've got them written on your wall or your lock screen on your phone, or just constantly thinking about it in your mind, and you wake up and you think, okay, so I say I'm accountable, resilient, got integrity. What does that mean I do? Well, that obviously means you just go up and do the work anyway. Otherwise, you're not living in accordance with your values. And because you've decided actively that those are your values, you always feel worse if you don't do the thing. Now, you could be unbelievably sore and pain, something's wrong with your body, you don't want to train or something like that, or you're ill. But because you've lived in accordance with your values, you went and done the work anyway, you actually feel better. And that's something I've always noticed, is that no matter how bad I actually feel, if I've lived in accordance with my values, it actually makes you feel better. It kind of elates you. So that's essentially the point in this video. If you wake up and you don't want to do what you said you're going to do, think about the values you've created. If you want to find somewhere to kind of create your values and put that in a systematic way, just check out the top link in my description. I've made a course where essentially it guides you through how to choose your values and set some habits up and some key cogs in action for you to actually start being more consistent in striving towards your goals. So, link in the description, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.